to the people all and around the world. Don't you dare be sour. This is a channel where you can vent and speak your mind freely and expeditiously. It is not intended for kids. Also, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So just be mindful, respectful, and no bashing towards no one, even me. So sit back, chillax, cause it's gonna be a stone groove. Now it's time for the den with your host, Carlos Stargell, the last. Remember, after they made him,
they broke the mold.
So now here's the den with your host, Carlos Stargell, the last, aka OG Low or just the OG.
That's me.
You have heard so much about him, but in a few minutes you're going to hear from him.
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
Rap to him a little bit right here. May I rise?
All rise.
Talk to me, say something.
Yo, what's up? What's happening? How y'all doing? Tell me something good, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, and many and millions of y'all who listening, checking it out, digging it, feeling it, and watching it all around the world. Thank you so much for tuning in to The Den with your host, Carlos Stargell, the last. And why do they call me the last? Because after they made me,
they broke the mold.
So just sit back, relax, and enjoy, because it's going to be a stone groove.
Shit.
I can't lose what I can use, and I know what to do to set the groove and put y'all in the mood. Y'all didn't pay no money, so there's no need for y'all acting funny. So don't y'all dare be sour. So now it's time for the den with your host,
me,
Carlos Stargell, the last. And remember, after they made me,
they broke the mold.
Oh, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, and many and millions of y'all who listening, watching this, and checking it out all around the world. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to check out, watch, and tune in to The Den. Yes, I'm your host, Carlos Stargell.
The last.
Yep. And like I just told y'all, after they made me,
they broke the mold.
So anyhow, I'm glad to know y'all all right. Hey, and I want to thank all the viewers, first time, recurring, new, and unique viewers. Now first time viewers, now new viewers, unique viewers. If you feel it in your heart and in the depths of your soul,
please
hit that like or that subscription bell.
Sure would appreciate it.
Oh yeah, and I want to thank two of my recurring guests. I got so many, but I'm gonna say these two right here, since they on the live chat. My sweetie, Veronica.
Hey baby.
And to
Keisha Myers. Keisha Myers.
How y'all doing? I'm all right if y'all all right. And grand rising to y'all. Oh, Keisha Myers, I'm on the victory side. That's how I be. And you say trouble, Puffy in trouble again? What he done did now? Well, it really don't matter because hell, I went around.
In person, I really don't care.
But whatever he did, let him be held accountable. We all got to answer to the highest power, so leave it be. That's all I'm gonna say, cause whatever they doing,
leave them be.
No, I'm not silly, Keisha. I'm Carlos. My name ain't silly. I'm Carlos.
Remember that, sister girl.
But anyway, y'all, just to say this right here, before I get really get started, Just want to let y'all know, my Georgia Bulldogs, my Georgia Bulldogs won. Yes, they did. My Georgia Bulldogs won. And can't believe it yesterday, but even my Atlanta Falcons won yesterday. And yes, they did beat the New Orleans Saints. Yeah, 24-15. A win is a win. But I'm glad they beat somebody in the NFC South. So now we got to play Tampa Bay again. Got to play New Orleans twice, and we got to play Carolina again. Yeah, that is true, Keisha. That is true. Yep, go Falcons. That's right on, right on. You know, you mean you ain't heard? Better ask somebody. But like I say, like I told y'all before, I don't have nothing against other teams. But it's one team. I mean, it's not so much about the team. It's media. And y'all already know what team I'm talking about when I say media. I'm talking about them Dallas Cowboys. I mean, like I said, there's nothing wrong with them. Now, I don't have nothing against them because they're a good team and they do win. But it's not so much about winning, like I said. It's about sportsmanship. I mean, you got a lot of them. I mean, it's not so much for sportsmanship, but I'm just going to say,
I blame media.
which I do. I mean, media always hyping somebody up. Half of them don't know they ass from a hole in the ground. But in a way, if Dallas lose a game that media thought they should have won, guess what? They got more excuses than going to jail. And that is true now. But anyway, getting back to my Falcons, that they beat New Orleans, in the words of Sam Cooke, ain't that good news? Man, ain't that news? Yeah, that's good news for me, especially since I'm up here in North Carolina. And
in Panthers territory.
And Panthers, speaking of the Panthers.
Panthers.
They just won one game.
What the H is going on?
Well, they got the twos, but they just ain't won a game. But hey.
But Desmarilla came out and did his thing yesterday.
And I'm glad he did. He's supposed to be the starting quarterback anyway. I mean, Heineke, whatever his name, didn't do the job. So all really needed to do was sit there and think and make sure let us remind himself
that he is the leader.
Not no second string.
Leader.
That's right. And Baltimore beat the Chargers yesterday.
Yay!
Yep. And you know Kansas City won.
Yay!
Yep. But my main concern yesterday, to be honest with you, was the Atlanta Falcons. Now, only time I can really get to see a Falcons game here if they decide to put them on national, but on the real for real, only time I can really see them
twice a year
when they play the Carolina Panthers, once in Atlanta and up here and once here in Charlotte. Well, I'm not in Charlotte, but I'm on a pretty good ways from there. But hey, that's where they play in Charlotte. But I'm like 100 miles up the road from Charlotte. And I'm not too far, put like this. I'm not far at all from Greensboro, but I'm a pretty good, but I'm not that far, but far enough from Raleigh and Durham. But I do, from the bottom of my heart, I do like North Carolina. And I never will have nothing against, I never have nothing against Georgia because that's where I was born and raised. I miss my family. I miss my peeps. But I don't miss the
chaos, nor the bullshit.
And that's on the real for real.
Rap tell me a little bit right here.
Yeah, but every time if I see a license tag up here to say Georgia, I get happy because I see somebody up here from Georgia. I might not know them, but they from Georgia. They all right with me. But just want to say this right here too. Like I said, I also got a chance to watch that WWE Survivor Series, and I thought it was pretty okay. But what surprised me, who made the comeback, was CM Punk. Yeah, I was so shocked that he came back to WWE. I mean, but guess what? There's a lot of people from the WWE. I guarantee you, either they gonna go to Impact or either AEW. But to be honest with you, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it on the 100 side. Just to say this right here.
I miss WCW.
Really, I do. Because that was the competition that used to kick WWE's.
Yes.
I mean, they used to beat them like they stole something. But then they started getting ideas and shit. And so, and then they end up buying out WCW.
What a bummer.
And ECW.
A bummer.
I mean, well, I can't get mad, but I will say this. The only reason why WCW got bought out, because they were losing money. And not so much, I mean, we had the talent, but it was a certain sucker who was racist. That was the only reason why that WCW folded too, because of the racism of one goofy
Heel.
I'm not gonna mention his name. I can't stand the motherfucker, but I ain't gonna mention his name. But y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all don't know, y'all can ask me on the chat. But anyhow, so that's how WCW went bankrupt because of racism. There's certain races who really didn't like blacks and didn't want blacks to win no titles or anything like that. But to that racist troll, I only got one word to say, and I'm gonna say it loud and proud.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I said it. And look, I hope he know I'm referring to him, because what can he do to me? I'm in North Carolina, shit.
Yeah, ignorance is stupidity, Keish.
But guess what, though? Ignorance is at an all-time high. I mean, come on now. They say a mind's a terrible thing to waste, but we got a lot of
ignoramuses
running rapid in this country. And they don't have nothing to do with your outside appearance. Don't have nothing to do with your religion, your lifestyle, and none of that irrelevant mess. It's about your insides. It's about how you carry yourself, how you are. Well, guess what? I thank the Lord. Yes, Keisha, that is true. But I thank the Lord for common sense, because I can just look at somebody and I can tell reality from
bullshit.
And that's on the real for real, because I know the real from the fake.
Rap tell me a little bit right here.
And guess what? They can fool some people sometimes, and they might can fool people more than the time they can. But guess what? They ain't gonna fool me now. They ain't gonna fool me the first time. That's right. They ain't gonna fool me not one time, because guess what? I got ways, and I got many ways, and I can shut you up. And I don't even have to say much. I can say that certain things that can get under your skin that will shut you up. Cause I will make you feel like I snatched the soul out of you. And then just to let y'all know, if you don't want to hear the truth, just leave, just keep your distance and just don't say nothing out the way to me and don't come at me a certain way because when y'all do, it's gonna be this right here.
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
And there's gonna be a lot of that I'm gonna tell y'all. So if y'all don't want to get your feelings hurt, do what's right. I mean, follow. Don't listen to instigators and don't let nobody pump you up to think that you can just do what or say what you want to say. Cause guess what?
I'ma get you, I'ma get you, I'ma get you.
I never want to resort into that level.
But I'll do it.
With no problem. Oh yeah. But getting off of that, I just want to say I'm glad that I got in contact where Ashley got connected with an old good friend of mine. Yeah, I ain't seen this joker since high school. But one thing I can say, I remember I thought we weren't gonna get along at first, but shoot, we turned out to be tighter than poly grip without the dentures. And you know, if I was to see this brother right now, you know I got to show my brother love. Yeah, I mean, I know times change and people change, but one thing about me, if I do change, it's gonna be for the better. And that's what you want. And that's the point about changing.
Rap tell me a little bit right here.
That's the point about changing. Change for the better. Because guess what? You ain't gonna get nowhere changing for the worse because you'll never go far when you do that. So I like to change for the better. I like to see change too. And like I say, especially for the better. But just to let you know, the person who I got reconnected with, I'm so glad to know that they still around because we got so many of our people, either they behind bars or they stretched out 6 feet under. And when I see or hear from him, or get to see them or hear from them, or just to hear their voice, only thing I can say is, thank the Lord for life, health, strength, courage, knowledge, and wisdom. Oh yeah. Blessed afternoon to you, Teresa Baker. Wow, what took you so long? You must have fell in the commode. Messing with you. I embrace positivity too, Keisha. And that's why I always say, don't you dare be sour. Yeah, even though the New Day said, well, hey, guess what? I said too, but I ran away with it. And I hope they don't get offended.
Oh, so you on the phone now.
I'm messing with you, Teresa. Yeah, I'm messing with you, but look, just you know I had to mess with your T. You know why?
'Cause I can.
Yeah, and like I said, we go back since.
Well, I know your sister says Clarkston, so
You know everything, and then ain't nothing. So you know, we like family.
right on. Right on.
Yeah. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying though, man, it was so good. Man, it was so good that I got in. Yes, we are. It was so good that I found my buddy from high school. And look, I'm gonna be honest with you, just to see it, when I saw his name, seemed like the room lit up a little brighter. I mean, it's like I say, it's always good to get in touch with old friends, especially if y'all were cool back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that because guess what?
Like I said.
Life is too short because, like I said, we got a lot of our people. I mean, and I'm just gonna say this right here. It don't have nothing to do with this. It don't have nothing to do with religion. It don't have nothing to do with your lifestyle. But I'm gonna say this right here. If you I'm like this, if you got a good heart, you got great character, and you're cooler than cool, you all right with me. I mean, you all right with me, but you got some that just enjoy acting and being stupid. But didn't they always say when you get older, you're supposed to get wiser? And you did stupid stuff as children. You're supposed to put all that stupid stuff behind you as an adult. A lot of people don't even acknowledge that anymore. I mean, yeah, Keisha, same here. I mean, that's what happens to a lot of good people. I mean, come on now. The good ones always get messed over, but guess what? Guess what? Also, the ones that do wrong, guess what?
It always come back on them.
But when they come back on them, then the person who they hurt, they want to come back to you, coming up and try to apologize and just a fake apology. I'm sorry, but I don't want to hear that shit. Should have thought about that before you burn bridges. That's what I tell them. And another thing I always say too, when I know it's a fake apology, when they say they sorry.
Sorry didn't do it. They did.
That's my thing right there. And also say,
and it ain't gonna cut the mustard.
People say that I'm bitter when I say that. No, I am not bitter. I'm just speaking what I feel at that time. And like I said, and when I'm mad at somebody that don't want to speak to them, it's not about grudges. It's not about animosity. It's not about revenge or hatred or none of that irrelevant stuff. And not only is it about trust issues, but it's about having sense enough to know not to ever with them no more in life. That's right. Apology don't mean nothing unless it's genuine. And and Keisha, I'm just gonna say this. That's why I can tell the real from the fake, because I know who's sincere.
And I know who's full of shit.
And that I do. I mean, one thing I did learn in life, and I didn't learn it in school. I learned it in life. It is called common sense. One thing I did learn. And look, and nobody, and I never known it to be a class in school. It's called body language. You can look at a person and tell by the way they act and the way they put like this, the way they move. You can tell when something's not right about somebody. I mean, not just looking in their eyes, but body language. That's the thing, body language. You could tell the real from the fake. You could tell. You could tell who they are and what they are if you can read body language. So thank the Lord that I got all my senses to know the difference between reality
and bullshit.
And that's on the real for real. I mean, all you have to do, like I say, the one thing that we should have learned growing up in life.
Body language.
Yeah. And yeah, I can't stand the ones who phone in and got them motors either. Been there, been around them, and don't want to be bothered with them no more in life. I mean, like I said, the ones who intentionally hurt you and then laugh about it, guess what? Them the ones who have bad luck, and on top of that too, them be the same ones who might need you later on in life. But people like me personally, you cross me like that and you expect a favor out of me, I'm gonna tell you these in 3 words.
Kiss my ass.
And I will say that with no problem. Because once you lose trust and respect, that's gone. and you can't get it back overnight. You got to earn it just like a whole lot of people. Now, if whatever's broken and can't be fixed, just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. I'm just going to say this right here. And to the ones who burn bridges, just want to let y'all know. Once you burn bridges, you better be careful about burning bridges because you might need them to cross again over troubled waters. And on top of that too, now, if you burn bridges bad enough that they busted the smithereens translation, if they can't be fixed, if whatever broken can't be fixed, that means leave it alone. That means you don't burn bridges to the point where people not only they can't trust you, not only they don't respect you, but they despise you and don't want to be bothered with you no more in life. Oh, and once you burn bridges like that, you better hope and pray that you can make it right before you leave this earth because like I said, we all got to be held accountable and we all got to answer to the higher power. So just do the right thing. Just do what you got. Just do the right thing. I mean, it don't hurt. It don't hurt. It doesn't hurt, and it don't cost nothing to be sincere and real. So stay righteous and stay humble. Well, y'all know what? My time is almost up. But I want to thank y'all. I want to thank all the viewers, first time, recurring, new, and unique viewers. And I want to thank Teresa Baker, Lakeisha Myers, and Veronica Smith for especially my baby Veronica Smith for participating on the live chat. And just to let y'all know, if y'all like to go live or want to go live with me one day, and if y'all get at me, please, if y'all don't know my number, call me or text me. If y'all Facebook friends, hit me on the messenger. Neither one, just hit me on the live chat. And look, and thanks to y'all, and thanks to everybody who took the time to watch, listen, and check out the den. Means a whole lot to me. Now, first time viewers, the new viewers, unique viewers, if you feel it in your heart and in the depths of your soul, please hit that like button or that subscription bell.
Won't you please, pretty please?
But just to let y'all know, I will be back later on around about 3:30. Hopefully and praying hopefully and praying by the grace of God. And if everything go right, I will. I'm gonna have a surprise. I'm gonna have a guest. I'm not gonna say who. I'm just gonna let y'all see for yourself. But the person who I invited, they already know. So don't say nothing. Keep your mouth closed. But anyway, y'all, I will be back later on at 3:30 with the den. But until 3:30, y'all, see you later, 2-3. Until 3:30, y'all, God bless you. I love you. Y'all be good. Y'all take care of yourselves and each other. And thank y'all so much for taking the time to tune in, check out, feel, and watch the den. I'm your host, Carlos Stargell, aka OG Low, or just the OG.
That's me, y'all.
But until 3:30, y'all, peace, 2 fingers. And I'm out of here like last year. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to the den. See y'all then.